Across the Pokeverse, there have been loads of characters released in all the many forms of media Pokemon has. Pokemon has an anime, manga, main series games, and even spin-off games like the Stadium series, for example, in which I will say I love the minigames. I'm a sucker for them. With that though, it got me thinking of a new series. I guess I wouldn't technically call it new, considering I did Ash's Best Team like 5 years ago, Paul's team, and even Gary Oak's Strongest Team. I saw these vids and it got me inspired to start the series up again on the channel. The first character I felt like doing was Red. And I mean, the dude has many forms of Pokemon media. The Pokemon Red Adventures manga, Pokemon Origins, and of course his many appearances across the main series games, and even Pokemon Stadium. Now, how I will be creating Red's team will be based on all forms of media he has appeared in. I could easily cheat and say, technically because Red is the main protagonist of Fire Red and Leaf Green, and he could trade over to Ruby and Sapphire, he does have access to all of the Kanto through Hoenn Pokemon. But I think that's too much. So Red will have access to all the Pokemon he captured in any form of media he was in. With that, I'll be doing my best to create Red's strongest team with all the Pokemon he has access to. There will also be movesets, items, and stats as well, so you guys can give this team a go. So without any further ado, let's see what Red's artillery will be looking like. In a community poll I did a little while back, I asked your opinions on Mega Evolutions being put in this series. And despite Gen 8 having no Megas, it was an overwhelming victory to keep the Megas. So with those results in mind, the first Pokemon Red will be sporting is none other than his Mega Charizard X. Charizard is Red's most trusted companion in Pokemon Origins, so I had to include it here. And Megazard X is very deadly. The moveset it possesses will be D-Dance, Dragon Claw, Flare Blitz, and Roost. This is pretty much the standard set for Charizard, so I don't think I really need to explain it much. Set up D-Dance in a good moment, and if you can sweep, good job, you did it. And Roost is there for recovery. Boom, that's pretty much it. For the EVs in nature, I would just go max speed, max attack, Jolly. The next Pokemon isn't a common one you see on Red's team, and that's because it makes an appearance only in Red's Kanto Gym Leader Castle Round 2 Pokemon Stadium team. How's a lot to say, holy heck. Anywho, the next mon is Dragonite. I never knew Red had access to a Dragonite until looking at this vid. But to make it more technical, Red has access to all 151 Pokemon thanks to Pokemon Origins. So even if Stadium 2 didn't exist, Red would still have Dragonite access. It's just neat to know Red used the Dragonite before in Pokemon Stadium. For moves, Dragonite has Dragon Dance, Dual Wing Beat, Roost, and Earthquake. To back those moves, the stat layout we are looking at is 248 in HP, 40 attack, 56 defense, and 164 speed with an adamant nature. And a heavy duty boots for rocks. Dragonite is playing the role of a bulky Dragon Dancer. The 164 speed investments just means Dragonite can outspeed non-invested base 100 mons. The third Pokemon up is another one that makes an appearance on one of Red's Pokemon Stadium 2 teams. This time on his Kanto Gym Leader Round 1 team. Red has access to Scizor, and with that awesome typing of Steel and Bug, this allows our boy to have access to a mixed tank-like Pokemon, which is the way we are using it today. Scizor's moveset consists of Bullet Punch, Roost, U-Turn, and Defog. Scizor can get out of tough situations with U-Turn and provide that hazard support with the addition of being healthy with Roost and Leftovers recovery. Bullet Punch is priority, and of course with Technician is even more amazing. With Zardex not having access to the heavy-duty boots, Scizor with hazard support really takes control of the situation and keeps Charizard relatively healthy. In the fourth spot, we have my personal favorite of the legendary beasts, Suicune. Suicune can be found over on Red's Pokemon Stadium 2 team once again, with his Round 2 team. So, out of all the water Pokemon Red had access to, Suicune just stuck out because 1, I feel a bulky water was necessary, and 2, I love running Crocoon. If you don't know what Crocoon is, it's essentially one of the most annoying Suicune sets in all of existence, consisting of Rest, Sleep Talk, Calm Mind, or Ice Beam / Scald. Another variant used could also run a substitute set in place of Rest and Sleep Talk. So with that said, Scald, Substitute, Calm Mind, and Protect could be a good moveset if you choose to run Suicune in the substitute direction. Either one of these work fine in my opinion. As for the nature, I would go Timid and run 252 HP, 40 defense, and 216 speed. With this build and nature, Suicune is able to outspeed base 80 speed Pokemon not invested. Up in the penultimate spot, or in our case, the 5th spot on the team, we have Porygon 2. Now, some of you may be shaking your heads and asking, how does Red have access to Porygon 2? Well, remember earlier when I said Red had access to all 151 Kanto Pokemon thanks to Pokemon Origins? Well, that stands true with Porygon. And who says Red wouldn't fetch an upgrade to evolve his Porygon? Porygon 2 with Eviolite I felt was a great way to really balance this team defensively and can really bring the new stall when necessary as well. Now, some of you might be going, why not just use Porygon Z? Well, I think with the addition of the Eviolite and Porygon 2's ability to stall, I just think it's the better option rather than go all out and evolving it into Porygon Z. With that, the moveset I chose for Porygon 2 contains Teleport, Recover, Tri-Attack, and Toxic. With Recovery, Porygon 2 will be able to hang on for a while and bring the stall to really annoy your opponents. For stats and nature, Porygon 2 will sport 248 HP, 8 defense, 252 special defense with the Calm nature, and of course the Eviolite as its held item. And lastly, we have the thumbnail Pokemon, the one that you were all waiting for. And I know dang well a lot of you must be asking how Red could possibly have Deoxys. Some of you may be saying, oh, well he had one in the manga. Well, it's gone, no longer with him. And I don't count Pokemon that have left or are no longer available technically. Now, this is going to sound like absolute cheese, but hear me out. Red was seen using a Deoxys, and I quote from Bulbapedia, in the debut trailer of Pokemon Battle Revolution, having a double battle against Leaf using a Deoxys in its attack form and a Wailord. Despite this, he didn't appear in the final cut of the game. Remember, all forms of media, even a trailer. So Deoxys makes the cut by cheese. For Deoxys, it's entirely up to you if you want more bulk over a little more attack. Depends on which form you choose. I personally like defense as Deoxys' best form, but that's personal preference. As for the moveset, a bulky Calm Mind sweeper with the ability to live for quite a while with Recover is probably the most suitable one in my eyes. And Ice Beam is probably one of the best offensive versatile moves in the game due to how good Ice is as an offensive typing. If, however, you choose to run Deoxys attack or speed, I will leave those decisions to you. Now, before I wrap this up, I am aware that I have 2 dragon types here. But I wanted to keep Red's ace, Zard X, just because Charizard X just seems to be his signature mon. Mega Venusaur can be a replacement for that if you choose to do so. Thick Fat and the plethora of things Mega Venusaur can do is really amazing. Since Red has access to Eevee, he could therefore have an Umbreon as well that could replace Dragonite. So overall, you would have Megasaur, Umbreon, Scizor, Suicune, Porygon Z, and Deoxys. Speedform Deoxys would probably be your best bet if you wanted to run these mons instead. But like I said, I leave the options to you. Well, that was in my opinion, Red's strongest team with all the media available to him. What'd you guys think of this team? Red had a lot more power than I realized he did, with the fact he has access to all 151 Kanto Pokemon. Who knows? You guys may even have a better team than I did, and that's fine. Leave your team down below. Also, if you would like me to continue this as a series, let's break 1,500 likes. I think you guys can do that. Surprisingly, I had a lot of fun doing this. If you guys want me to continue this, leave a trainer in the comments below. The one with the most upvotes, I will go ahead and create a team for. Welcome back to the outro, folks, your favorite part of the video. Thank you for enjoying another Mystic Umbreon video. We made it through the end of the 8th generation, and now we begin the long trek into late 2022 where Pokemon Scarlet and Violet await us. It's a whole new world we'll live in, but we still gotta catch them all. However, there's still a ton of videos to do and experiences to have until then. If you're interested in more Mystic content, check out my TikTok and the Mystic Umbreon Shorts YouTube channel. If we get the 10k followers on TikTok, I'll be doing a viewer's choice video. If you like Genshin Impact, check out my Genshin channel Teibachinary. So if you all enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. See you next time.